When there are two, then all the relationships start, comparison starts, and thereby we know the qualities of each other. Or else we cannot understand what is called quality. Quality is a comparative word. He is bad boy. That means somebody else will be good boy. Then only he is called bad. Without comparison, we cannot say who is bad, who is good. When there is one word, comparative word, the other word opposite to it will be understood in the mind or intellect, then only intellect decides it is like this. He is tall means somebody is shorter than that. That's how it is called tall. In this way, all the words which are used as qualities or adjectives, which denotes some aspects of it, that is without comparison not possible. So whole nature is made up of qualities only. Three qualities, and qualities basically it is an imbalanced state. Then only we know what is quality. Imbalanced state makes one as many, just as the same water we discussed yesterday, same water, when it becomes imbalanced, we see the ripples, the bubbles, the waves, tides and whirlpools, everything we see in the water when it gets imbalanced. In balanced water, there is nothing other than the water. It is one only. This is how these qualities are nature's law. And it is made up of qualities only. Adi Shakti or Moola Prakriti is based on three qualities, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. They are different visions, different aspects of the one balanced state. That balanced state is known as the truth, which never changes, that is only truth. The Supreme Self, we say Paramatma, and which gets imbalanced, that is not reliable, that is not truth. Now it is looking like a book, the other moment it becomes a serpent. So will you believe it is to be a book? Not possible. When one changes, the changing words or changing phenomena is called untruth. It is because of the ignorance, because we don't know the reality. That's how we see something as something else. That's how we misunderstand. That is called ignorance. The student is absent in the class, that this much only. The boy whom you are searching in the class, your child has come to school, but you came to talk to him on some urgent matters, but he is not found in the class. Teacher says he is absent. This much how it is understood. The boy is not available in the class. That's all. That does not mean the boy is totally gone. He is no more a boy. He is dead and gone. That is not the meaning. Boy is absent in the class means all the aspects, time, space, conditions, situations, and presence and absence also, everything is considered by the intellect, and then we say the boy is absent in the class. He is absent in the class, he will be present somewhere else. He is absent now, time comes. Now he is absent, after 1 hour he will be present. Yesterday he was present, tomorrow he will be present. So time factor comes. Without considering time, without considering this place and conditions, why he is absent? Who was present yesterday? So in this way, so many factors are decided in fraction of second by the intellect, and keeping all these facts and figures, we say the boy is not present here. He is absent today. That today also a fraction of the whole day, 24 hours. He is not supposed to be present at night also. He is not supposed to be present after the school gets closed. He is supposed to be present in the class, say, for 45 minutes, when the class time is there. After that he may go to play. He has no more class. So, time, place, other so many factors are considered, and then keeping all those facts and figures in view, somebody says he is not present here. That's all. All these facts, they are understood without saying. So in this way, because it is all these facts are not known, so it is called ignorance, it is called absence, it is called, in many terms we can say, express it. This is how nature is ever changing, so it is not reliable. That's how it is called ignorance. We don't know what is the reality. Everything changes every moment. The boy is not present here in the class. Now, little before, he was seen in the playground, and after that he was seen in hospital. He had some fracture, some sprain. He went to hospital. After that he was seen, he went to home. After that he was seen, he went to his friend's home, not to his own house, because the parents will bang him. He went to hide himself in friend's house. So all these changes are expected and it is seen from time to time, from place to place. He changes the places, changes the time, changes the conditions. So nothing is real, nothing is believable. Now here, now there. So this is called ignorance, and this is called due to change. This is not reliable. In this way, the nature changes and the qualities are also subject to change. But the truth, the Supreme Self, is not subject to all the changes because it is one. It is all-pervading, homogeneous one. So, we cannot expect any qualities in it. No change, that's how no qualities. Nirgunatvat, anaditvat, because it has got no beginning. So, it has no end because it has got no change. So, if there will be some beginning, then there will be some change. Then there will be end also. Beginning means it has to end. So all these anaditvat, because it has no starting point, so it has no end. And nirgunatvad, because it is not subject to qualities, it is beyond nature, because it is absolute constant, never changing, and that's why it is also called abhyaya, abhyaya, which is not subject to change. All these we shall see bit by bit. Nirguna we have now seen. The activity in nature is really due to its own qualities only, which inhere in it. It is since the beginning of the nature. When nature starts, then there will be qualities. It is only qualities which called nature. The Supreme Self existed before the body came into being and will continue to be after its dissolution. It is eternally the same and imperishable. Yesterday we saw the sky in the pot. Before the pot was created and kept empty, the sky is seen inside it. The sky was there before, and it will remain after also when the pot is destroyed. In this way, the sky is all-pervading, and the Supreme Self also is all-pervading. Before the body is created, it was there, and it entered into the body. Tat srishtva tadanubhisat. Creating the body, he entered into it just as the sky enters into the empty pot. There is no time, or we cannot say when it entered, because it is all-pervading. It is already there. So there is no entering or going out. It is only a fact to have some ideas only. It was there, it will be there, and it is there now also. No question of entering or going out. After the pot is destroyed, the sky never goes out. That's how they say. Natasya pranan utkramante. Prana enters into the body starts acting because of prana, the vital energy. And when the body dies, in reality, prana never goes out. For example, in the dead body, if you keep the dead body for, say, 20 days or a month, what will happen? It will rot and some germs will be created. Some nice caterpillars are seen in it. And that will be eaten by some other crows or some other birds or animals, jackals or dogs. So prana was there, or else how those germs were created? Where from? Prana was there, it was not visible, it was not active, which we can see. It was there. It was working also in so subtle manner, we were unable to visualize it. In this way, prana never goes out. But grossly we say prana goes out because the self, individual self, which is made of 8 aspects, the 5 tanmatras and the ego, the chitta and the prana. Chitta means in fourfold mind. Chitta, ahankara and buddhi and mind, and prana, the vital energy. The gross vital energy goes with the, it is not going, it is there all pervading. It is, a sky never goes anywhere. If you take the empty pot from one place to the other place, do you think the sky goes inside it? What happens to the sky? Does it go with the pot? Because pot has a demarcating lines. So we see those lines, they go from place to other place. We see the change of time and space and all these conditions. But we cannot attribute these changes to the sky. Sky here is there is also, wherever you take the pot, the sky is there. So nothing happens to the sky inside the pot. Neither it moves, nor it remains there steadily attached to the surface of the pot. Nothing happens. It is everywhere present. Just as I am present everywhere in the body. The body is whole, total form. I am present in the head, I am present in the toe, I am present in the back and in the front. Everywhere I am present. If there is some scratching in the nose, my hand goes there. Does the hand take time to reach the toe? If some ant has bitten there, it is already there. So in this way, all pervasiveness gives all presence. Everywhere it is present. So it is beyond time, space and conditions. So if we understand this, then we understand the self is imperishable, changeless, and it is without beginning, so without qualities, no change is possible there. So it is called imperishable, akshara, achyuta, abhyaya, which is not subject to change. Because it has got no beginning. It existed before the body came into the being and will continue to be after the destruction of the body. It is eternally the same and imperishable. This is how it is called imperishable, not subject to change. Abhyaya, that which is free from changes of birth and death or appearance and destruction, disappearance, that which has beginning, has birth. After the object is born, it is subject to the changes of being. That is called growth, decay, etc. As the self is birthless, supreme self, birthless means beginningless, it is free from the changes of state, changes of the state, that is existence, birth, growth, change, decay and death. As the self is free from all sorts of functions, it is abhyaya. All sorts of functions means changes, means no change, means no expense of your money. When the money is kept tightly locked in your treasury, it is changeless. So it is abhyaya. Abhyaya means to expend, to spend. Ayabhyaya, abhyaya, not spent. That means there is no change. It is kept there in the treasury. Abhyaya means unexpensible. It cannot be spent. This is how abhyaya is understood. After the object is born, it is subject to all these changes, existence, birth, growth, changes, decay and death. As the self is free from all sorts of functions, it is called abhyaya. Even if the reflection of the sun in the water moves, the reflection is seen in the water. When the water moves, there will be waves in the water, so the reflection also becomes wavery, and reflection also will be seen in the river, in the pond, in the water pot. Anywhere water is there, there will be the same reflection of the sun, as many as you can see. Does it affect the sun? Sun is unaffected by all these reflections. So also, though these different bodies, they have the differences and they have all the changes, the self, one self, whose reflections are called bodies, the self never changes. The sun never changes when its reflections are changing in different objects. Even so, the Supreme Self is not touched by the fruits of actions. Karma phal also doesn't affect the self, as it is not the doer, as it is without the qualities of nature or limbs, indivisible. Abhyay means also indivisible, it cannot be divided into many. Can you divide the sky? Because it is so subtle and all pervading, you cannot divide the sky. Sky, because it is all pervading. Similarly, this self cannot be divided, because it is ever present, all present, everywhere present. And without action, because it is steady, movement is called action. In the self, there cannot be action, just as the sky is never without any action, and beginningless and unattached and causeless. How it is causeless? There will be cause and effect when there will be two. There will be relativity. One is big because the other is small. The small one is cause for the bigger one. This is how the cause and effect is understood. Cause and effect is possible when there are two, when there are comparison, and when there is relationship. Or else there is no question of all these qualities, changes, and you see, divisibility, relationship, attachment or detachment. All these are not possible in one. When there will be two, all these are possible. So, what do you mean? Cause and effect is possible when there are two. If one absolute one is there, how can you say the pot sky is cause for the outer sky, or outer sky is cause for the pot sky? Can you say like this? Because it is all pervading, it is ever present, so it cannot be the cause for one another. In this way, the Supreme Self is causeless, and there is no need of any proof also. If one is to be proved, then you must be having two, then only one will be proof for the other. If one exists, then only the other can exist. But if it is one, there is no need of any proof. So, there is no cause, no effect. Yes, Guruji?
Maharaj, from a relative point of view, the sky inside the pot and the sky which is outside the pot, if it is both are the same, so from a relative point of view, when the sky is inside the pot, the time and space which is experienced, so it is only for that individual only, as such it is not there outside.
Time and space. Time and space everywhere is there, but it is not applicable to the sky. And when sky is limited in something, in the pot, then we apply it is space because it is seen as limited. Really speaking, there is no time, no space. Only the limiting ideas, they make the time and space. And there is no difference between the time and space. In reality, only the changes create these ideas of time and space. The same space, when is counted limitedly, then it is called time. And when the time is seen as a limited form, then it is called space. There is no difference between time and space. In reality, only changing ideas have been named as time, space, conditions, nature, and comparison, qualities. All these are only ideas, changing ideas. This is the fundamental truth. If it is stagnant, never changing, then there is no time, there is no space, there is no divisibility, there is no one or many. That's how you can believe if the modern scientists say time and space ceases when they enter into the black hole. There is no time, no space, because there is no comparison, there is no divisibility, everything is within the dark hole. No time, no space, nothing, no cause, no effect, no one, no two. Everything lose their identity there. That is called black hole. Do you believe it? Because the modern scientists have told this. And the same philosophical term says Mahagartha, the greatest hole. And same thing is called the sky of the heart. In many ways it is said, but you have to understand the reality. Terms and words, they differ. Sometimes the same word will have different meanings. Same word will have different meanings. Different words will have same meaning. They are called synonymous terms. In this way, our mind is cause for misunderstanding and all these, because ideas change, thoughts change. Everywhere, everything is changing, and you can't believe. मन तेरा दर्पण कहलाए रे. Your mind is called the mirror. Chitta is called mirror. Everything is seen in it. The whole world exists in the mind only. All these names, forms, cause and effect, time, space, conditions, and presence, absence, all these are mind only. If there is no mind, see, the black hole also is nothing but the meditative state, where there is no time, there is no conditions, no space, no world, no names and forms. Name rupe prithak kritva sachidananda tatparaha. You have to meditate only going beyond names and forms. You have to keep them aside. Then only that is called meditation. Or else, when there is the mind and names and forms, that is just imagination, manorajya, it is mind only, but you think it gets little slower down, so you think it is meditating. I am meditating. It is just cheating yourself. When there are names and forms, there is mind. It is not called meditation. The meditation state of meditation is known as black hole and white hole also. The awareness is there, so it is white hole. Yes.
So this word awareness many times Sudu Swamiji has used in the morning session. So this is also is not affected by the time and space?
Nothing. It is not never affected. Yat swapna jagara susuptam avyeti nityam. It is ever present in deep sleep, in dream, and in waking, and in witnessing. In all these states, that awareness is there, that I had slept, I was dreaming, I am awake. Now I observe all these. That awareness which is expressed as I, that is present all the time. It is not subject to time and space. Unconditional. This is how it is abhyayam. It is not expensible. You cannot spend it. You cannot grow it without changes, without growth, without decay. Abhyayam. Yes.
So Swamiji, yesterday we have seen that prana, even mana, all are coming out of consciousness only, for self only.
Only one word has it differently
connotation.
used.
Now, if that is one self, why can't I read your mind, or you can't read my mind, or I can't feel your suffering?
Yes.
This is individual.
Yes, yes, surely. Why not?
Physical pain, I cannot understand.
Yes, yes. Because of limitedness of the thoughts and all these. It gets contracted, limited because of only thoughts. If those thoughts will be expanded, morning I was telling you, understanding, when the barriers are taken out, the demarcating lines are taken out, the boundary walls are taken out, where is then all these differences? It is one, all-pervading one.
That is how some great people and yogis, they
Yes, they experience it. They have that oneness with everyone.
Yeah.
Mamatma sarva bhutatma tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. I am all-pervading in every being. I am only present. And this is how the Upanishads declare, Eko Devo Sarva Bhutesu Gudha. One God abides hidden in every being. Just as the sky is present everywhere, so also the self is all-pervading, same self, same awareness. A dog also has awareness. You have your awareness. A bird also has awareness. The tree has also the awareness. Our Bose has proved,
Jagadish Bose.
yes, has proved that if you go to cut the branch of a tree, it is afraid. There are some vibrations felt in the tree, some fearful vibrations. Just as you feel when somebody is coming to kill you, you are defeated, you are fallen down, he is sitting on you and ready to cut your neck. How do you feel? Some feeling is there. So also the tree feels the fear, joy. They have proved. If you go as a farmer, when the farmer goes to his field every day and looks affectionately its crops, that affection, feeling of affection, when it on its transistor, the plants grow, they feel the presence of the owner, they feel proud of it, and they feel good, and they grow nicely. And if you go to your cow and love it, pat it, and feed it, it feels your presence and milks more and more. That's how they put some music when they milk the cow. It feels pleasure. Everybody has that feeling, that is called awareness. That feeling, inside feeling. So in this way, yes, time is over. So tomorrow we shall say again, see, the Supreme Self is free from the three kinds of differences, which is Sajatiya Bhed, Bijatiya Bhed, and Swagat Bhed. All the differences, different differences. We shall see it tomorrow. Difference in difference. Swajatiya Bhed and that is called Bijatiya. Bijatiya Bhed and Swagat Bhed. How it is. Differences are seen differently. Classifications of the differences, we shall see it tomorrow. And one thing I shall tell you, whenever these hard words, philosophical terms you don't understand, new terms we use, philosophical terms, just as the mechanical terms are not understood by the doctors and medical terms are not understood by the engineers. Engineering terms are not understood by the philosophers. So also philosophic terms are not usually used in the language, common language. So when you feel difficulty, you can just ask. Don't hesitate to ask. Some philosophical terms, just Atma has got so many meanings. It is used in different context and it will have different meanings. So also Chitta or many philosophical terms, it is not commonly used in ordinary language. So whenever you feel difficulty to understand, you have all the liberty to ask. Then only the subject will be clear to you. Tomorrow we shall see further. The same sloka we shall see tomorrow. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai. Hari Om.